Profound thanks for two reasons to Mr. Jaganmohan Reddy, who was my patron and whom we used to call as Tiger. We used to call him as Tiger Jaganmohan Reddy, because this particular title came from his strength of the subject and the respect he commanded in the institution when we were there. So I'm thankful for the first reason for inviting me on this particular day for such a nice occasion. I have so much to talk. I will bore you too much today. Second thing is, if I'm here today as an IAS officer, the part credit goes to Mr. Jaganmohan Reddy, because he has laid very strong foundations for me in my academic career, in particularly political science, which we used to call fondly as civics those days. I mean, I can never forget Mr. Jaganmohan Reddy, because the moment he spoke to me on phone, somehow it rang that somebody very familiar is speaking to me. And I've tried to be in touch with this college most of the time, though I came a couple of times, but incidentally the college was on a holiday tenure. Secondly, I would like to thank Mr. Anji Reddy, who remains as young as ever. He is, I think, the live wire of the whole occasion, because he is taking so much of pains despite not being directly associated with the institution as of now, because it is his interest, personal interest, that he is taking as a voluntary work. And I would also thank Madam Krishna Kumari, who happens to be the principal of this college, for giving me this platform and opportunity for talking to me. And we also fondly remember that we used to walk along with her in those lunch period from that particular there used to be a way behind this dormitories. She used to come from that particular time, and we used to walk along with her, and we also used to be a little scared to cross her, because she may feel bad that if we cross her while walking. So I keep getting all these reminiscences, and I am also very thankful for the current faculty, not to forget all the staff who remain after transfers, and some because of the age-related ailments, and some because of the God had been very, very kind to them. I always thank, we were fondly remembering Mr. Nair, who used to feed us good food, particularly the sambar and pulihora, that you people still use it as a slang. One of the biggest abuse was pulihora. We used to say, "Identi pulihora lagundi." So it used to be an abuse. So I hope that legacy is still continuing. Apart from that, I also would like to thank all the subordinate and ancillary staff who are here, who have served us, whether they have worked as clerks, whether they have worked as sweepers, whether they have worked as menial staff, whether they have worked as anything. Because if I am here today, all the effort goes to the people who have supported us to come to this stage in our life. And after thanking, I would like to just briefly tell about myself, how my checkered career went before and after this particular assignment in my 2-year stint at this college. Before joining APRJC, I was a student of a public school where we used to get very luxurious food. But when I joined this college, then I realized how humble food can be, because that is not the most important priority in life, food. So we realized we used to get white rice, sambar and some curry, that in a very moderate fashion, but very neatly, hygienically cooked, very hygienically cooked. And maintaining mess at the rate of 4 rupees 25 paisa in those days was a nigh impossible task, but the credit goes to all the institution who used to make this kind of facilitation for all of us. I hope, I was told the boarding facility has improved a lot these days. And secondly, when I joined this college, basically I was never very serious about studies. first day, second day, third day, fourth day, like this for about 1 week, 10 days. I used to go and eat outside in that South Colony dhaba kind of place, some bhaji, mirchi bhaji, and come back and not used to have my food here. So, but I'm coming. But later what happened is I called ex-friend one day. Acha, incidentally I forgot to introduce. Jeevan is my batchmate. We studied together. He was in MPC, I was in commerce. So I used to invite my friends, come let us have some mirchi vada and other things, and we used to have and come back. First day, second day people came, third day, fourth day, fifth day, 10th day varaku vachinaru. Then people started avoiding me. I thought this is very funny. 3 hours going to South Colony, come back here and waste your time for your academics. So people started avoiding me. From then I also realized people started stop talking to me. నాతో మాట్లాడడం బంద్ చేసినారు కొంత. అరే ఇతనితో తిరిగితే మనం చెడిపోతాము, టైం వేస్ట్ చేస్తాడు అని చెప్పేసి. సో దట్ వాజ్ ద బ్యూటీ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కాలేజ్. దట్ వాజ్ ది కమిట్మెంట్ దట్ ద స్టూడెంట్ హ్యాడ్ వెన్ హీ కేమ్ హియర్. సో ఇఫ్ ఐ ఎమ్ హియర్, I have learned my hard work here in this college. I was never working hard during my school days. I barely managed to pass my matriculation. And one more secret which our Jagan Mohan Reddy sir and other faculty also know is I actually got admitted into BPC here, but my heart was somewhere else. I was always thinking about civil services and getting into IAS. So I always wanted to do BA through commerce and then get into IAS. So with great difficulty in the month of January, I changed my group from BPC to commerce, and Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy was the first person who invited me with open hands. Because others will think, "Arey, what is this? A person wanting to go from BPC to commerce?" So people were a little surprised. So Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy invited me to his classroom with an open hands and tried to support me and gave me such kind of encouragement, wherein I narrowly missed my intermediate rank by 5 marks in intermediate. I felt extremely bad about it, because that year, unfortunately, first year I had got 93 in intermediate, second things in my mind. Had I got just 5 marks, my name would have been in the newspaper. Unfortunately for our APRJC, that is the biggest problem nowadays, because ranking has been removed by government, and these private fellows, they give all kinds of false advertisements, all kinds of pay money and do everything. So the beauty is with government. You are in government, you are in one of the most safest hands in terms of faculty, because these people who are sitting here, they could have made a lot of money working in the private sector. They could have worked in the private colleges, happily lived in urban life, getting good education for their children. But they are sitting here just with a purpose. The purpose is, I have my integrity absolutely intact, wherein I want to teach the students who are underprivileged and who are interested to live the life of a Gurukul student. This is what that they have. That is why they are sitting here. Otherwise, everybody these days want to settle in Hyderabad and have a happy life, urban life, and have good facilities. But staying in Nagarjun Sagar, it's a God-forsaken place. If you ask me to come and stay here for 1 week, I'll get bored and I'll also get very disturbed. But these people have been living here for years, and that has also deprived their families, children of the better facilities that they could have got in the city. So you should always keep that in mind. If the faculty is here, it is with a purpose, and they are doing a fantastic job of treating children like their own children in this Gurukula assignment, with whatever great kind of difficulties that are coming up. So one thing I would like to tell you is, today as students you might feel, that lecturer has been harsh with me, he shouted at me, he is a taskmaster, he is a tough person, he takes more time, he takes extra classes, and when you are in your tuition classes, he always pokes into each other books and says, "What are you studying?" So always, we also used to have this fun. We used to have classes that after your school, after your college ends, we used to have that PT period, and tuition period unda sir ippudu evening. సూపర్వైజరీ స్టడీ ఉన్నప్పుడు మేము లాస్ట్ బెంచెస్ లో కూర్చునే వాళ్ళం. ఎందుకంటే ముందట టీచర్ మన లెక్చరర్ కూర్చొని ఉంటారు, లాస్ట్ బెంచ్ లో ఉంటే మనకు కనబడం కాబట్టి అని చెప్పేసి మేము యూస్ టు హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫన్. This is part of our life. You should enjoy, but to a limited extent. To a limited extent. When our principal was saying whistles veyakandi ani, I was feeling I also used to whistle during my days. I also used to shout. So how can I stop these people? So, madam, it is a jolly time for these people to enjoy because it is a ventilation of their frustration that they are studying for so long hours. Through claps. Through claps it can be more decent as she says, but in any case, the ultimate goal, ultimate aim for you should be, you should have a vision. So coming back to my particular this thing, after I passed out my plus two, out of my plus two, I went to St. Stephen's College. I could not get the admission in the subject which I wanted, so I came back and joined Nizam College. After, I mean, it was a shock for me to go to Nizam College and also St. Stephen's, because from Gurukul College when I went to St. Stephen's, people were wearing torn jeans. New